This is a great way to teach your dogs to drop an item they have found. I use a different method for teaching them to drop a tug toy or ball. Give your dog a stuffed Kong and start counting treats in front of them the length of their body away from the Kong. Pick it up when they have moved safely away and then wait for calm behaviour before giving it back. Once they are engaged with the Kong, start counting treats again in their line of vision the length of their body away. This time you can see it takes far more treats than it did before for Kanita to leave the Kong alone. This method of teaching drop reduces the risk of conflict with our dogs over resources because they're learning that we will always buy something off them, and actually there's a chance that they're going to be given the item back again. This time I'm going to add the word drop into the equation. So I give Kanita the Kong back again, and before I start counting treats, I say the word drop. She leaves the item and then I pick it up. If while you go to pick up the item your dog rushes over and tries to grab it off you, just step away from the item. Don't engage into a conflict with your dog over the resource. This is meant to be a fun exercise where they learn you are not a threat to anything of value, and in fact you often have something better to offer them. So this time, every time I give Kanita the Kong, before I start counting treats, I'm saying the word drop. What she's going to learn is that when she hears this particular sounding word, treats are going to start appearing. And over time, an association is going to be formed, which is going to start to change her behaviour. I can see here she's hesitant to engage with the Kong because she keeps expecting me to interfere. So I need to start thinking about allowing her more time to engage with it. So now I'm going to test my cue, and this means that I'm going to pause after saying drop and see what I get. And if I don't get a response, I'm going to go back to the previous strategy to make sure that Kanita is successful.
Drop! Good girl.
I say drop and she responds, and I feed away from the item before picking it up. Now, I think I could have fed away far further than I did. In fact, I could have tossed a treat away. This time, I say drop and it doesn't work, so you see I go back to my previous strategy of counting treats, making sure that Kanita is always succeeding in doing the behaviour I want.
Drop! Good girl.
She looks up, and this time I feed a little further away. She's done it again. This is great, and this is the first time I've ever taught her this exercise. So when you're training this, you always need to be prepared to revert back to the stage of counting treats on the floor. Just because your dog responded to the cue once or twice successfully, it doesn't mean they will from there on. It's up to the dog how valuable the item is to them, and we need to pay accordingly. So if they don't respond, don't get into a conflict or keep repeating the cue. Just go back to counting treats and keep on at it.
Yay! Good girl.
Here Kanita's responded to the word drop a few times, and I finished the session by giving her loads of treats and telling her what a great dog she is. You don't have to use a stuffed Kong for this exercise. You can also use any item that you think your dog is happy to engage in. I hope you've enjoyed the video.